morning children, welcome to our channel VRC Maths Academy. Today in this video session we are going to discuss about the second chapter of 10th class mathematics, that is sets chapter. See, today in this video session we are going to discuss about the definition of a set and its symbol, what is an element and its symbol, what is roster form and set builder form, universal set and subset, empty set, disjoint sets, equal sets, finite and infinite sets, coordination of a finite set. See, before going to the definition of the set, let us observe some collections of here. First one, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Bumrah, Ashwin, Pant. If you see, directly you will say that these are the Indian cricketers. So, the first set is the collection. The first collection is regarding the Indian cricketers. See the second one, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. What are these? Immediately we will say these are the even numbers. So, the second one is the collection of even numbers. If you see the third one, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. What are these? These are the odd numbers. So, the third one is the collection of odd numbers. And coming to the fourth one, A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels in English alphabet. See, all these are the collections, and see the last collection also, 0, boy, 2 by 3, -4, odd, mass. See, if you observe, then the first one, all are cricketers. If you check each one, each name, everyone is a Indian cricketer. In the second set, every number is an even number. In the third set, every number is an odd number. In the fourth set, every letter is the vowel in the English alphabet. But here, if you observe, there is no relation for each to the other one. Here 0 is there, boy is there, and fraction is there, -4 is there, odd is given, mass is given. So, there is no relation, there is no common property between one to the other one. So, the collection of objects here maintaining the common property. All these we are having the common property. So, what is a set means? The collection of objects, if they are well defined means following the common property. If the collection is following the common property, a well defined collection, that is called as the set. That is called as the set. That is the definition of the set. What we have to write here? A well defined collection of objects with common property. With common property. Common property means it must follow the same relation throughout each number. English alphabet capital letters like A, B, C, D, like that. This is not the set. So, every set we will denote with the capital letter of the English alphabet, that is set. And what is the symbol here? This symbol, whatever we have written, which we will call it as braces. So, braces are the symbol we use for the collection of the set For the set we will use braces, means all the collection we will write inside of the braces. That is the representation of a set. And coming to the second one, element. Element means the numbers or the objects what are there in the set, inside of the set are called elements. If you see here, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Bumrah, Ashwin, Pant, these all are there inside of this set A. So, each one we will call it as the element. In the second example, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, all these are called elements of the set B. This is set, these are the elements. Here also elements and this is the set. Here also elements, this is the set. And element symbol. Symbol means always the elements we will represent with small letters and sets with the capital letters. For example, like this, A equals to A, E, I, O, U, all the elements, this is set. So, elements always will be represented with the small letters and a set is always represented with the capital letter. Now, let us see the third definition. What is roster form and what is set builder form? See, observe here. A equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I am writing. And another one I am writing as x is a natural number where x less than 6. If you observe these two, in the first one A is equals to given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you observe all the elements, these are all called as elements. Elements are represented with commas. Means whenever elements of a set are represented by using commas in a set that is braces, that we will call it as the roster form. So, the first one we call it as roster form. In roster form, what is the important thing we have to see? We will have the elements by using the help of the commas. Whereas in the set builder form means in the formation, in the form of a formula. See, we are not having directly here. Here we are having directly the numbers. Here we are mentioning by using like a formula. For all x means this is the first term represented for all the terms of x, such that every x is a natural number. If you see, every number we are seeing like a natural number, and x is less than 6. 6 below we have all the natural numbers. So, the way of expressing is different. This is the first expression taking directly, this is the second expression giving directly in the second sense. Now, this is called as the set builder form. This is called as the set builder form. This is about roster form and set builder form. Yeah. Always in set builder form we will have like this. For all x such that x is, what are the numbers given, that we will write, and what is the condition up to which limit it was given, that we will write lastly. That is a set builder form. Clear? Now, let us move to another one, universal set and subset. Universe means you know it very well. All will be there in that only. Means the set containing all the other small sets. Suppose I am taking here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 up to 10. So, I have taken from 1 to 10 and I have make a listed. So, this is called as a universal set. From this, if you want to take small sets, you can take like 1 2 3 one set, C is equals to 3 4 5 another set, and D equals to 8 9 10. So, whatever may be the small sets we will take, all those numbers must be lying in the given big set. The big set we will call it as the universal set. Universal means all this will be there included in the given a big set, that is universal set. And what is the meaning of subset? Subset means if you see every small set will be subset to the big set. Subset means every number will be there lying in the big set. You see 1 2 3 1 2 3 lying here, 3 4 5 3 4 5 for the small set. See these elements lie in the universal set compulsory, 3 4 5 here 3 4 5 is there. D is equals to 8 9 10 means 8 9 10 always will be there available in the universal set. So, every set we will call it as, suppose B is equals to 1 2 3 1 2 3 elements are there in A. So, we will say B is subset to A. Subset means the elements all present in set A. C is subset A. D subset A. Can we write A is subset to B? No. Why? Because A, all the elements are not lying in B. So, we will write A is not subset to B. Now, the next one is fifth one, empty set. Here I have taken one set, but there are no elements. We are not seeing any elements in the given set. So, the set which are not having elements in it are called empty set. Empty set. So, empty set always represented with the pi. This symbol we will call it as pi. We will write pi equals to null set. This is called as null set also. Means no element will be there inside. We should not write 0 also inside of the null set. 0, if you write, it means that 0 is one element in the given set. So, we should not write 0. Simply we should write an empty set, that we will call it as empty set represented with pi. So, wherever we will have pi in the given problems, we will write an empty set without any elements. This is about empty set. Then coming to disjoint sets. Here I am taking two sets. Suppose A equals to 1 2 3 4, B equals to 5 6 7 9. If you observe, are there common elements between these two? 1 2 3 4, there 5 6 7 9, no common, no similarity is there. So, whenever two sets are not having any common element, those two are called as disjoint sets. These are called disjoint sets. Disjoint sets means A intersection B. A intersection B means suppose A is equals to 1 2 3 4, we have assumed B is equals to 5 6 7 9. Intersection means same elements. Are there any same elements? No, empty. So, we are getting pi. Means whenever A intersection B is equals to pi, those two sets are called disjoint sets. That is one formula. By the way of problem, A intersection B, if any two sets A intersection B becomes pi, null set, immediately we will say that those two are the disjoint sets. Okay. Now coming to the seventh one, equal sets. Equal sets. It's very easy. Suppose I am taking A equals to 1, 2, 3 and B is equals to the set of first 3 natural numbers. See, if you observe A is equals to 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to the set of first 3 natural numbers, means both are same meaning, they are having the same meaning, means A and B both are same. So, we will write them as A equals to B, equals to represent for equal sets. Equal sets means the same answer we must have. Here A is equals to 1, 2, 3 and B is equals also 1, 2, 3. If you rewrite this in number way, that 1, 2, 3. So, A equals to B. Whenever A equals to B, those two are called as equal sets. A and B are called as equal sets. Now, next eighth one, finite and infinite sets. Here, I am taking A is equals to 1, 2, 3 up to 100. And one more set I am taking B is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. If you observe here two sets A and B, in the first set the numbers are listed from 1 to 100. So, 100 is the last number, 100 is the last number of the given set. If any last number is there, means if the number of elements are limited, finite means which are countable, the set we will call it as finite set. Finite means which are countable, which are having the limit, which are having the last number. And the opposite meaning for this, infinite. Infinite means there won't be any limit for this, means there won't be any last number for this. It will be continued like this. Such type of sets we will call it as infinite sets. Some more examples for infinite sets, you know it very well. Suppose natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. Integers 0, 1, 2, 3, so on the right side, left side minus 1, minus 2, so on. So, all these are the examples, well known examples of infinite and finite sets. Clear? The last one, what is coordination of a finite set? Let us take one finite set. One example I am taking here, finite set. I am taking A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coordination means how many elements are there here in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, we will write number of A is equals to 6. Number of or coordination of A is equals to 6. 6 means it represents how many numbers are there. What are they? We don't want. How many are they? That is only the important thing. Suppose I am taking another one. B is equals to 7, 8, 9. How can we write it as? Number of B equals to 3. 1, 2, 3. So, number of B is equals to 3. This is about the coordination of a finite set. So, all these 9 are the very important terms or the definitions of the first chapter, second chapter sets. Okay. By using the help of these, we will have the exercise 2.1, which we are going to do in the next video session. If you like this video session, you like, comment and share to your friends. Subscribe it compulsory. If you are not subscribed the previous first chapter lessons, immediately you subscribe it. Okay, thank you children.